Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambi Reads the Holy Books of India, Mahabharata 138. As you may remember, Yudhishthira was being teased by Shakuni. He said, Nakula and Sahadeva are dear to you, and so you used them as wagers. But actually, we did not consider that the stakes were equal. Still, we could afford to be broad-minded. That is why I allowed you to use them as your wealth against that of the king. Let it pass, we have won. But considering the remaining brothers, I think you're right in thinking that they are not good enough as wagers. I think so too. But you must do something if the game is to continue. Or perhaps you think that they are far superior to the sons of Madri. That is perhaps the reason for your hesitation. Shakuni waited for Yudhishthira to speak. Yudhishthira was extremely angry with Shakuni for his words, which burned him like fire. He said, Please, do not say such things. Your idea is to cause dissension among us. You can never do that. Here is Arjuna, who has no equal in the world. He is my wager. 1, said Shakuni. Here is Bhima, said Yudhishthira. He is the commander of my army. This is Bhima, whose strength is greater than that of all of you. Bhima is my next wager. 1, said Shakuni. I am the wager now, said Yudhishthira. 1, said Shakuni. There was a moment of stunned silence. In the midst of that silence, like drops of liquid fire, the slow words trickled out of the leering lips of Shakuni. You still have Draupadi. You have not lost her yet. Bhima grasped his mace firmly in his hand to throw it at the head of Shakuni. Arjuna stopped him with his eyes. With his senses completely out of his control, Yudhishthira said, Draupadi, the favored queen of the Pandavas, is my wager now. The dice was thrown for the last time. For the last time, the hall resounded with the triumphant 1 of Shakuni. All was lost. Chapter 12, Draupadi, a slave. The entire hall was shocked into silence. Vidura sat with his head held by his hands, sighing like a serpent. His face was bent down as though he was asking Mother Earth forgiveness for this injustice done on her face. Bhishma and the others were overcome with consternation. Only Dhritarashtra was happy. He kept on asking, what was won now? And now? And now? The hall resounded with the jubilant cries of the Kauravas. Duryodhana came to Shakuni and embraced him lovingly. He said, Indeed, this is the happiest day of my life, and I owe it entirely to you, my dear uncle. Duryodhana said, Mine? Uncle Vidura, Draupadi is now our slave. You must go and bring her here to our presence. Let her be made to enter the apartments meant for the servants. She must get familiar with her duties. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.